Yo, people, welcome. It is the end of September, but we are now officially done with the Edgeworth saga of this case. Edgeworth is no longer the main character, he has now officially become side character. And Phoenix has risen from his cold after falling into a 20 below freezing river, somehow survived with only a cold, and now is free to roam around and start investigating. So we have Edgy to thank for that.
I no longer have to deal with this.
At least he survived, or else the last person you would ever see alive was Larry Butts for all people.
Cruel purgatory. Why do you do this to me? Larry is the last person I see alive.
Larry is the devil.
Oh my god, it's past 3 a.m. and he's still up in the ICU.
Well,
wait, if he's in the...
let him sleep.
I'm still... Oh my god, if he's in the ICU, he shouldn't even be on a computer. I'm still up
at... better.
No, they would take him out of the ICU unit and they would put him into another room. If he was in an ICU, he would have, like, all these things hooked up to him because he's, like, on the verge of near death.
Go on.
I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Oh god, it's like that one Part 4 JoJo stand. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire.
All he sees is Larry in his delirium.
But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. Hi, everybody.
No! It's a nightmare!
But I know he will be able to help me with him. Somehow.
He barely survived Larry.
It took everything he had not to get broken by Larry. Nearly 12 hours later.
Edgeworth is like, I'm going home, I'm gonna get a voodoo doll out, and I'm gonna torture Larry for the rest of his life.
I have now become officially a religious man. Thank you, Larry.
Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this?
I thought we were gonna get Edgeworth again.
You still look a little green in the face.
Blah.
Or maybe Viridian in Otis speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about.
What?
Back to the hospital. Back to the hospital.
Phoenix, that is hospital temperatures. Your brain is literally cooking in there, or what little of your brain that you have left.
I am Phoenix Wright. I rise from the ashes.
You don't want to stay in the hospital and think about Larry anymore.
I wonder if you could actually boil an egg on top of Nick's head.
I don't know. Let's see. Somebody down.
Why is Maya in my head picturing making, like, scrambled eggs in my head and ruining my beautiful hair?
She's sending you a psychic message, Nick.
Oh no, that means she's dead. I don't want to be thinking that right now. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances.
We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon.
Yeah.
In the end, the Shito did not deliver the yet deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about.
Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat.
Please don't.
Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here.
That's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into.
And that is...
A client's background, naturally.
You mean Iris, sir?
I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you,
I'm sorry, Edgeworth.
I bid you adieu, Wright. Take care.
He's off to talk to the other producers about making his own game. The ego and the power trip has gone to his head. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. Ah, that's right. Maya's still stuck over at the Inner Temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe.
You better have a mask on.
No problem. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that COVID of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence.
Are we forgetting someone else?
Yeah.
Yes, but they're not thinking
Pearl.
about them. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there, but I can't see the Inner Temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay. And to your point, Sylph, there's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Looks like someone's taken the effort to write "to Heavenly Hall" on the signpost. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Uh-oh, look out, Edgeworth.
Nice spiky boy.
Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Foreshadowing? Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line, and there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me. What does she do it for?
There's like 3 things that a guy always carries with him. His phone, his keys, and his wallet.
Yeah.
And a condom.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're carrying it in a Game Boy case, that probably wouldn't be the best thing to put in your pocket because of the friction.
Something makes me think that Phoenix is just walking down and like, what is Bikini doing on that phone anyway? Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Rocco? Mrs. Bighead?
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Oh my god.
Hey, you asked for it. I give it to you.
And then Larry's on the other
say
line
that.
going, oh, who is this? Looks like no one's here. Larry! Laurice!
Please
I
don't
was
summon him.
sure he would be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later.
Thank God.
Finally, my phone's charged.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Now you just turn into Austin Powers. Well, she's a professional agent. She's not interested in shagging. This is the famous
about
Eagle
watching that
River. I mean, go ahead, do it. I mean, watch all 3 movies in one succession. See which one's the better one.
Here's the thing. Every time we get to that one guy who eats his skin because it's stoned, it kind of freaks me out.
Okay. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast-flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead.
Yeah, he could have hit his head against a fucking rock and died of a concussion.
Well, I already had my head hit by a fire extinguisher before, so I survived that.
Makes me wonder.
Oh, no, minor memory loss.
That too, but I won the case anyway. That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you could see it from so far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above.
Well, apparently to Larry, he sees fucking Iris up in the fucking sky burning, so I wouldn't credit him as a good witness.
These steps lead up to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up. Unless you're a salmon. Salmons do it all the time. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Ugh. I've got to think of the kittens. Think of the kittens, think of the kittens, think of the kittens.
I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
Don't worry, Phoenix Pooh. I'll give you a preview later.
Oh god!
Look at this graffiti scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts.
The art of luck. Sorry, that was not nice.
The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part, anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spent a night in this little freezing shack, you'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning.
Makes me wonder why Larry survived.
Because he's that damn lucky. Just like Phoenix. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy.
No!
No!
Not this fuck again.
There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Ow!
That's it. I'm crossing my fingers. The power crush compel you. The power crush compel you. Yeah, hit him with that web.
Fools who's foolish accepting the foolishness of a fool's fool. Damn it, what a tongue twister. Wouldn't you agree? Phoenix Wright.
Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you. You're, ow!
Your reflexes and mine need to shape up.
My brain's frying like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over a name? Franzi, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told.
Shut up.
That's a dead horse. It's not one of your American sayings.
No, it's not. And I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. Yeah.
What?
Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony.
And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh! Just like that dude with the red underwear. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize.
What the fuck? Red Panic Monday? What are we talking about here?
Wait, oh gosh, you talking about Superman?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, because he couldn't use any other words, otherwise copyright infringement.
Pretty much.
Off he goes.
It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright.
Yes, two-toned early. He was referencing Superman. Hi, by the way. That is one impressive gate.
Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door.
It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think?
All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting from where I come from.
Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself.
Yeah, she wants to play. My dick is bigger than yours.
You could see the main hall from here.
I wonder how the head nun is holding up.
Oh, wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Ow!
Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours?
It's nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery whip of yours. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the lights out bell that night. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime.
Ha!
To hide my poor
small, I see Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you.
It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown.
Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. Oh no, we're not going anywhere yet. We gotta talk to her. Have you been in Germany all this time?
That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally.
Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met?
I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Magfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he is gone from this world.
Oatmeal man, we miss you.
Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father.
Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear?
Yes, Crystal.
In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense.
Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Magfred von Karma as well.
Oatmeal guy, we miss you.
Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you.
Because it does.
And that's precisely why I am here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better.
It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow!
Ah.
No smirking!
No whipping the sick!
That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. God damn it,
Edgeworth.
Twitter. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only. To pulverize you.
It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know.
I went over the whole case file on the flight over.
You read the whole thing?
Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know? Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers?
No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across.
A fool who doesn't think it's more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks.
Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's got to be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. There's a monster in here. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini?
My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake.
I suppose I made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well.
Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it,
There's an Anatole stuck at the inner
Wright.
temple. Fuck off! I'm gonna fuck this up! And that poor little girl has gone missing too.
wow, it took how many characters to realize that Pearl was missing?
Right?
That little
Right.
girl. You don't mean Pearl's, do you?
Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident.
Pearl's? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? God damn it, Edgeworth. You knew about this and you didn't even bother telling your best friend and your ex-lover?
Well, he's mad at you after the puppy incident.
I've only seen a layout like this when I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. Wow, this hibachi brazier really puts a lot of heat. Just thinking about how happy we were sitting here eating pot roast and gravy.
Now I want some pot roast.
Curiosity, what was the original meal that they were having before it was translated?
Some type of curry dish. It was a curry dish, I know that. But somebody else can look it up.
I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself.
Are you talking about your performance at the trial today?
You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull the sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning.
I don't see any psyche locks, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden?
You know that artist who testified after me?
Hi again. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I feel like I might start flying myself.
When I saw that man testify so furiously about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand.
I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else.
Oh.
If both
Sassy today, are we, Nick?
Yes, we are. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm sure it was Iris.
But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple.
I know I shouldn't have come back here that night.
But because you did, Maya's stuck all by herself at the inner temple.
I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad.
I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
We've got to get Maya out of there. Fast.
But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
It's like an island? How so?
Well, the only thing that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest.
I see.
So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape either.
Dear, yes, I suppose it does.
Ugh. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm lugging this logs as much as I can. Are there no other people working with me on this? Am I the only one building this on my own? Fuck.
Dude, you could have took a helicopter up there.
No, remember they said the helicopter with the air pressure, they couldn't get it up there? That's why they had to rebuild the bridge?
Oh, that's why they can't get it up. Okay.
Yeah. I'm curious about I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh, do you need to know my measurements for investigation or something? What the fuck?
No, no, no! I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Donham.
I'm afraid I don't know her waist size or her bust size for that matter.
No, no. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My, you make it sound like my place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright.
Oh.
Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Donham as Mystic Elise.
Oh?
Yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
We dress all visitors as mystic. It makes their experience feel more authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? I didn't do it!
Oh god, here we go! Oh shit!
Can someone take over me? My stomach is getting tore up right now.
Alright.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Be right back.
It seems Miss Elise Donham was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Donham on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess?
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad it's killing me.
Oh shit.
Pearls. She was with Miss Donham on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know? I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even after we finished eating dinner.
The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it?
According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. Still lugging logs. Trying to crawl through snow.
He hates the rain, he hates the rain, he hates the rain, he hates the snow.
Yep.
Huh? Ah! Well, look what you found. That's the master of the crane channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fae.
So this woman is Maya's mother, huh?
It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty disappeared. Oh, that's a tongue twister.
Yep.
Apparently, she intended to pass the torch on to her daughter.
Her daughter? Don't you know who her daughter is?
Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fae clan. But even I'm not privy to this kind of information when it concerns the main family.
Bikini doesn't seem to know Maya's standing within the Fae family. About this picture.
Oh, that whole thing? Get out of my fate. I always turned those prototypes away in the past.
Oh, hi, Elliot.
But Iris was so insistent this time.
Iris?
Yes, Iris loves to be the center of attention, you know?
Really? I find that kind of hard to believe.
Just like this little kitty cat. Well, that's a demon warning hood. And that's a cat biting my ankle. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know? That's why we always wear these, for protection.
Iris gave this to me on the night of the murder. But then I went and fell into the river and got this nasty fever. I thought maybe if I were to wear this hood, it'd make my fever go down faster.
I don't think so. Clothes and spirit power have nothing to do with each other.
Way to crush a man's hope.
I mean, my eyes were playing tricks on me. I mean, Iris can never do such a wicked thing.
But they proved it in court today, didn't they? That this sword wasn't the murder weapon.
That's what they were saying, yes.
The problem is, I saw it too. I'm sure that what I saw was this blade stabbed into Miss Donham's body.
It's Mystic Elise's staff. Crystal Sphere really is missing from it.
But the sphere was found near Dusky Bridge, right?
Yes, even though I'm sure Mystic Elise was in the Hazakura Temple that entire evening.
About this photograph.
Oh yes, those are our snowmobile tracks, alright? I didn't know them anywhere.
But there's only one set, which means the rider went out while it was still snowing and came back after it had stopped. That's really the only logical explanation, I suppose.
Honestly, it's like the end of the world.
It's not a good thing, that's for sure.
To think people have the gall to call this kind of scrolling by the name of art.
Huh?
If that's the sort of standard you need for art these days, I could be a pop diva.
Sure. But what about the contents of the picture? What do you make of that?
Gaia's back.
You can just
Welcome back.
It's definitely the end of the world. This crystal sphere is not from a demon warning hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose.
If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Donham's staff.
Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise. She's a very important visitor, you know, a honored acolyte.
She is? Do you know her or something?
The Fae name is synonymous with the current channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spiritual medium of great power indeed.
Looks like Bikini is in the dark. She doesn't seem to know that Maya is the daughter of the Master of Karain.
Oh dear, I wonder where on earth this little girl has wandered off to. She's nowhere near the main hall, that's for sure.
First I lost Maya, and now Pearls. How much more pain is this case going to cause me? Ugh, not to mention this fever is giving me a killer migraine.
Until we get into court and you have to get the whip.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's all my fault, isn't it? It's all my achy back's fault. Now Mystic Elise is dead and the acolyte is trapped inside the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too.
Missing? I hope that's all it is.
Oh dear, I've got to train thee withstand more pain, don't I? How can I ever make up for this?
Make up for what?
For allowing harm to come to such an important person.
So I was right. Miss Donham wasn't just any old visitor here.
Please tell me, what's going to happen to poor Iris? If she was found guilty, well, I wouldn't accept it.
But your testimony, Sister Bikini.
I can't help my testimony. I saw what I saw. It was up to a pro lawyer like you to deal with problems like that. What a disgraceful young man.
You finally seen through him, huh?
How could he sit there and claim he really saw what he drew in that picture? Although the portrait of me was flattering, I must say.
Still.
Oh god.
It's not like Larry to make something up that might get a woman he likes in trouble. There's more to that sketch of his than meets the eye. I'm sure of it.
You must be blind. You certainly have some unusual friends, don't you, Mr. Wright?
Friends?
That fancy-pantsy painter is one thing, but whipping the judge is just bad form.
Well, do you think you could go drill that into her head for me, please?
You must be very happy to have such a fine mentor.
Mentor? No, he's just a friend. And more so.
Telling yourself right.
Oh, you naughty devil. Always the joker, aren't you? Ah, he seems like a lovely young man. Like the kind you can always count on.
I used to be able to. Yeah. It's kind of depressing how much faith she has in him. I used to have a lot of faith in him. And then he took my dog in the divorce. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now since Iris can't be here. Miss Donham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? The Shichishito. It's there in Mystic Ami's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Donham was pushed from the top of the wall? What is she, Humpty Dumpty? That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Donham was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled? Now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment.
Oh, yeah. I definitely love watching the young men slide on it.
Hey!
What
Uh-oh.
was that jarring, inconsiderable loud yell?
So
Oh,
this
no.
is where you've been. Keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective! Have you finished repairing the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know.
Well, then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean.
It's been a while, Scruffy.
It's Miss Godkama.
Sister, please leave the investigation to me.
My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control.
I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to.
As you work to pin the guilt on Iris.
What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright?
Ow! That hurts, you know.
Silence! I, Francisca Von Kana, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me.
She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she?
Yep.
God damn it, the adventures of Phoenix and Francisca. That's a fan fiction in somebody's worldview. Aboard!
Mention that. There's actually an AU fanfiction someone made where it was like, instead of Miles being like Francisca's adopted brother, it was Phoenix.
Oh, God.
And like,
And then-
I can't say all the changes that they made because some of it's kind of spoilery, but like, there's a moment where they took the scene where she got shot and instead Phoenix took the bullet for her.
Damn.
And yeah, she was pissed.
How dare you take that bullet from me?
I was supposed to die that day, not you!
I'm still alive, Francisco.
Not to me. You're
Shoulder
dead
roll.
to me!
Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before.
They must have commenced with the investigation.
Oh, Mr.
That voice.
There you go.
Pearls!
Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick!
So you are here?
There's dogs.
Wait, there's dogs?
You hear them?
Do you want to eat me, Mr. Nick?
They want my mashed potatoes, Mr. Nick.
Your pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes?
They can smell the gravy on me.
The butter-drenched dressing with the tiny onions swimming in a sea of cream sauce?
Yes, Mr. Nick, yes!
So you were here ever since that night.
So lonely, I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning, I saw the Dusky Bridge was gone. I realized I was all alone.
She was all alone?
It must have been very trying for you, little girl.
You're...
I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here.
You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Miss Nick Maya last year.
Well,
I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip.
Oh,
oh,
a 9-year-old standing up to a 20-something-year-old.
damn!
Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
It looks like Pearls' words are getting under her skin. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything.
You didn't have to. The smile on your lip gave you away.
Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya?
It's all my fault.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Take Maya.
Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off. Ow!
Was cruel, Phoenix Wright.
To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable.
What was that all about? Pearls acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it?
I would say it's
About 20 yards.
I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh?
therefore no one has crossed this gorge in either
Direction since the night of the murder.
a simple yet sound deduction.
You say Phoenix Wright.
Now, if
So you
Homer
want
Simpson
Amy
with
to
the,
go-
now if Homer Simpson with his skateboard tried to do that, this would be an iconic moment.
Yep.
Right around,
Until he made it halfway through.
right around here is when I realized that this was fucked up.
What?
No, there's an episode where they did like a behind the music type of deal with the Simpsons, and they were like, Homer was talking about the moment where he had to do the skateboard thing. He's like, right around here when I started falling down, I realized this was fucked up.
He probably said messed up due to the censor.
No, what they did was they try to make it so like, well, I'm gonna be a physical actor now, so I'm just gonna take all these pain pills in order to get through all the pain that I have to go through. They made Homer a drug addict. He's like, I had to take like thousands of pain pills.
Phoenix Wright.
What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that?
Was this once a preposterous port?
A port?
Yes, that metal hook
Is a mooring post for boats, you know?
Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here.
Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright.
But I didn't say anything.
She's just fucking whip happy today.
Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path.
Phoenix Wright.
Do you think
This is how many siblings the head nun has.
But
Why don't you ask her the next time you see her?
you know what?
I think I will.
And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty.
How naive of you, Phoenix Wright.
But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name.
I was only copying you. Yeah, and Maya also called that a little robot if memory serves. Speaking of which, Wild Robot, definitely go check that out. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though.
Come on, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it?
But it says no entry.
Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and simply say, whatever?
That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that?
You just don't want to go play Blue's Clues there.
Nope. The sign says Inner Temple.
I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me.
Actually, I can't read it either.
Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright.
She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something.
This must be the door that leads to the inner temple. Where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder.
Yes, there's a solitary room there called the Training Hall.
You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright.
Ow!
You've completely lost it. You're completely out of shape.
Ugh. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take.
Oh, we know he's not into, like, bondage.
No.
Like, doesn't that require consent?
It does.
Yeah.
And he's not consenting to the whipping.
Yeah.
Oh, now here's a little something new.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, fuck.
The door's like, I didn't do it.
You sure
What's
Larry
wrong?
Butts ain't
Why are you
inside?
so quiet?
Well, if Larry Butts was in there, it would have more than one lock. There would be like 20 locks on the door.
Secretly, he's the
And
murderer.
even then, after you unlock them, he doesn't admit to shit.
No, the 20 locks don't do anything. He just somehow, after 5 seconds, gets out. It's like, what the fuck? Not even spiritual power can keep this man locked away. All the spirits are afraid of him. It's like that one Fairly Odd Parents episode where all the aliens are watching Timmy do all the things, and he's like, make it stop!
Wait, the Yugo-Timiums?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's walking through the flowers, he's eating the chocolate. It's like, hey, there's peanuts in it. Ah!
Oh gosh, remember that episode where, like, they sent a giant thing of candy to Earth and
Yeah.
Oh, God.
kept raining candy?
Maya, she was supposed to be in here training.
Yet, it appears she's nowhere to be seen.
What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. It's an antique dresser.
Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright.
Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things.
What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes.
I thought we weren't opening it.
From the prosecutor's office, I could do anything.
Yeah, you could do anything, except stand up to a 9-year-old girl.
Damn.
Look at those wafer-thin mattresses.
I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer thin?
Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer thick or something back in Germany.
Not about these mattresses. Certainly not.
This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it.
Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psyche lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern.
Please don't let it be Larry's secret porn stash.
He must be doing all kinds of weird shit.
Christmas party!
Oh, is it really gonna be that American photo from SpongeBob's Christmas party still? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright?
It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually...
What the fuck is that shit?
It looked like literal shit.
Oh, a woman? I don't see any woman here.
There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy.
Gravy?
Pearl!
What's the matter?
Didn't do it.
This scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy.
Oh god, it's like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer did that with that tapper from like about the whole let's see, oh shit. He was a chosen one during the Stonecutters. Remember that?
Yes.
Ah yes. That's a very appetizing smell in the air. Oh god. But gravy is a type of sauce. So, when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute. I see.
No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? And I just... touch the see before and after view under the check screen. Wow, this is like the one piece of evidence where they give us, like, buttons to press. What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr.
Coffee
Trite.
boy!
Oh shit!
Prosecutor Godo, I didn't know you were here.
Prosecutor?
How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Huh. I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding.
Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What can be more important than a trial?
Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Huh. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins.
Who do you think you are? This case is my...
Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home.
Phoenix, right?
What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll be never able to undo. There's something different about Godo today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow?
Why not both?
You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Everybody's going after Phoenix today, huh?
Damn.
You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your eternal organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is... this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck? They experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Well, Phoenix Wright, do you?
I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godo was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said, too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible! She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again?
Oh.
What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was.
Actual fuck.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well, then I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No!
What is that particular looking lock? Why don't we try? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... well, let's just say the inner temple in the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well. And there I suggest the obvious solution is opening it with a key.
Ha. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godo. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. The baby that he is. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain! This is driving me nuts. Ah!
Is something troubling you, Scruffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting, from a tap on the shoulder with my whip.
So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not.
How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something?
So, what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah. Anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to the garden, Phoenix Wright?
Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Something makes me think that, like, Phoenix just puts his arm out so that, like, he escorts Francisca to the gate like a gentleman type of deal. Like, they're about ready to go on their first date.
And
Yeah. Whoa. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here.
That's
Yeah,
no
like we never
Scruffy.
listened.
Von Karma always
Shows up whether there is a clue.
and there's plenty of
Clues to be found here.
But a little lantern, a little statue.
It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What is this huge ball here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Thing else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has already been broken.
That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ugh!
Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it?
There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently it belonged to the victim.
To Miss Elise Donald?
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently.
Recently? How recent are we talking about?
As recent as the night of the murder? Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally.
Yes, it appears as though someone had already carefully cleared away the snow.
No,
You Scruffy.
no, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you, just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it?
Understood.
Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see?
Oh, here
I
we
was
go.
so disappointed.
Oh, crap.
I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch.
Is that it?
That's it. Ugh! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious.
It says Maya.
Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all more questions now, Scruffy, without exception.
Yes, sir. Hey, look! It's my attorney's badge. Haha, good one, pal. You're always good for a laugh with your little badge. But a real man has a police badge. Hey, that looks good. Is it a cough drop? I tell you, pal, I've had a sore throat all day. No, that's my Majitama. You can't eat it. Oh, at least he doesn't just put stuff in his mouth first and ask questions later anymore.
Then we had to follow him like 9 days just to get it through his stomach.
Oh no, I don't want to picture that.
Dude.
Do you know anything about this scroll detective? Well, I know it smells great. Yeah, this is just the kind of weather for some steaming mashed potatoes, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Wow! Ow! I really love that stuff. I ate it so much. Ow!
Have you nothing to say about this other than your inane ramblings about gravy?
Not really. Let's leave it at that, okay? She sure was a mysterious person. Her real name, her past, it's all a complete mystery.
Still, it strikes me as odd. Why would someone who wishes to remain anonymous become an author?
You know what probably happened? I bet she didn't know her books were gonna be such a success. That's what I think. I didn't follow the ins and outs of it, but it turned out that this wasn't the murder weapon, right? If what Sister Bikini saw is right, then no, it's not. She said the murder weapon was thrust into the victim up to the hilt, but the bloodstains on this aren't consistent with her story. Don't worry, pal. I'll uncover the real murder weapon. If I haven't turned it up by spring, you could take my badge. The case will be long over by then, Gumshoe. That staff belonged to the victim. Yeah, and apart from the crystal missing from the top, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, I just remembered something important. This is just between us, okay?
Is it going to have anything to do with the case, Detective?
Well, no, but it's really...
Then I'm not interested.
Yes, sir. What do you make of this photo of the crime scene? It's really gruesome. All I gotta say is that the killer is messed up in the head. But it turns out that Chichishito thing wasn't even the murder weapon. So then why would someone stab it in the victim like that? That's the mystery we're here to solve. It was like a circus today in court. All thanks to this little sketch.
Which gets mentioned at the risk of repeating myself. You really ought to choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
Okay, I know Larry's a bit out there, but he genuinely wants to help Iris. I'm sure of that. He wouldn't have produced this for no good reason.
You are nothing more than a marshmallow on the inside. The both of you.
Are you saying we're s'mores?
More like you're getting cooked on the flame, Phoenix Wright.
Ooh, I wouldn't want that. This was found close to Dusky Bridge, wasn't it? That's what that artist guy said, yeah. Right after the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped it when she landed on the other side. But this crystal didn't belong to Iris.
That crystal had dropped out of Miss Elise Donald's staff.
And there are traces of blood on it, too. The real question is, what was it doing near the foot of Dusky Bridge? That thing must have been worn by the victim. There's no other way of looking at it. You mean because of the matching leather cord found around the victim's neck? Yeah, I bet it was one of those things she always wore. I've got this safe driving charm I've been wearing for over a year now. If I ever get into an accident, it guarantees it'll be the other guy's fault. Isn't it supposed to stop you from having an accident in the first place? And didn't you get hit the last time you were, like, in the second game where you nearly died because you were, like, driving through all the red lights? Where was your luck charm then? The situation hasn't changed. We still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's gotta be in the Sacred Cavern, though. That's the only place left. I heard it's real cold in there. We've gotta get her out fast or it could be bad, pal. Isn't there anything you could do, Detective? What are you talking about? Huh? We're already on it. You couldn't get a faster response from a computer. Mr. Goto put everything in place right away. That guy doesn't mess around. Goto? Yeah, the coffee-drinking mystery man who didn't show in court. I gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of him, pal. She cross-examined me once, you know. Yeah, that was us. The big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer. It was a battle of cunning tactics and tricks. But the witness isn't supposed to play any tricks. I can't believe she's gone. Apparently, the girl was trapped over here since the night of the murder. Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me. She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was real upset. She wouldn't stop crying.
That's right. Look sharp and go comfort that poor young girl.
I will. Trust me, I will. That guy's got more mysteries than a choose-your-own escapade book, pal. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I already know. I can't believe he skipped the trial like that without even getting permission. He'd have been fired for sure if he worked for a normal company. Never would have expected the prosecutor's office to be so lax.
Neither have I. Don't get the wrong impression, Phoenix Wright. Importantly, doesn't it strike you as odd that the police are aware of that man's medical situation?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. Yeah, why is he hiding that from everyone?
Additionally, it raises another question. Why did he choose to tell only you?
Yeah, why did he? Hey, you want to hear something, pal? Come on, I know you do. Maggie says she's gonna buy me a new coat. Really? That's great. Yeah, I think it's to say thanks for helping her out during that last case. Which means I could finally chuck out the stinky sweat-soaked rag.
You mean you don't have any special attachment to that coat? And after all that effort I took to mail back to you from Germany.
Ah, well, I'll be sure to take good care of it once it's retired, sir. She's a sweet old lady. She doesn't look like the lying type to me.
Hi, Gumshoe.
Oh.
Sexy. Man, you.
Oh God.
Now if Ghost,
I got something for you.
now if Ghosty were here, that would be the exact same thing she said to Gumshoe. She had a huge crush on him.
I wasn't just returning, I was just sitting back and eating a muffin. But still.
That's still.
I came in out of nowhere.
But there was a problem with her testimony, wasn't there? Yeah, but I don't think it was her fault. She was just trying to say the right thing and it came out wrong, that's all. I know what it's like. Happens to me all the time.
For a detective, you are completely lacking in powers of observation.
I don't know. I'm not so sure anymore. The clues we found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can't see how Iris could have done it now.
Oh, how interesting, Scrappy. Sadly, I don't share the same sentiment. Prepare yourself well
For tomorrow, Phoenix Wright.
Why does every prosecutor want to burn me at the stake so badly?
Oh, because we all know you're a witch.
Oh god, Phoenix Wright on a broomstick. Well,
coming up anyway, so...
Well, I will use my witch powers to destroy the Nazis. And then I will travel to an animated world where animals play soccer instead of eating each other, like in the original book.
Oh shit!
Oh, let's go to bed now, the Bird 6. We gotta do that one movie night. We got to, Joey.
I would love to. I would love to. That's one of my favorites. Such an underrated classic.
I know, that's my favorite scene, the soccer scene. Poor Mr. Brown.
Oh, and also singing the bobbing along to the bottom of the beautiful briny sea.
Oh, I can't wait to share this to our fan base.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was Miss Elise Donham's apprentice, or so I heard. Well, I suppose you could call him that. The guy drew a portrait of me, you know. Well, lucky you, I suppose. Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents for it. That's pretty awful. You aren't really enthused about this guy either, huh? Well, he made a mockery of the court today, and I'm almost sure he did it on purpose, too. I am the ultimate troll.
Yes, you are.
Wow, what a beauty, huh? Ah!
What was a long pause for, Scruffy?
Gumshoe has a crush. Gumshoe has a crush.
That's a nice real brooch she's got, too. Ah! Gumshoe needs to learn how to give compliments faster than Franziska gives lashes. You could say that the crush is manufactured. He could be like, oh, I don't really like her. Oh, she's whipping me. Oh, she's the most beautiful woman in the entire world.
Well, Maggie's not here. He can say what he wants.
I was like, oh, Ma Gumshoe, how could you? And then she runs away.
The scissoring moment. I see.
Turn it into one of those dramatic anime things.
Bruh. Oh my god, no.
I haven't seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time. Do you know why he moved overseas? I don't know. Probably to look cool. Huh? There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know. Once I've done my stint in Paris, you'll have to call me Monsieur Gumchaushore. People really don't get... People really don't get Edgeworth, do they?
It's his own fault for not explaining anything about himself.
Well, at least we know Edgeworth's in Paris.
I got a fish guy you can meet, Detective. Sadly, he's dead.
Long dead by the time. Although Edgeworth's ancestor did make a stop in Paris, so... So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place.
Forensic team? And what was the outcome of that scientific study?
Nothing.
I can't wait to play the fish guy again.
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle.
You hear that, Joey? I called dibs on the fish dude again.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
I'll let you have him because Mooney already called some Danganronpa characters, so it's fair game.
Well, he was my original
don't even
character
care.
anyway. I loved him.
I like how Mooney was like, I don't give a shit.
No, she wasn't paying Irish.
Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct?
Correct.
They looked kind of fishy to me. You know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself.
Did you just steal my line, Joe?
No.
It said Von Karma on that one part.
April Fools?
I thought it was just a thought bubble for a second.
About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Goto tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we could do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris to the defendant over here.
I'll have to wait, since she's the only one who could open the door to the Sacred Cavern.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Sounds like our divorce, trial.
I can't wait for the long-ass trial next.
Oh, it's gonna be a long-ass trial, too.
Which
Maya.
means we are going an hour early for our fans.
Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donham's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Looks like somebody was a sacrifice.
Most interesting.
It was P. Diddy.
Phoenix Wright. I presume you know, don't you?
Oh, if that was the case, everyone's gonna kick him in the dick.
Well, there's
my
people out to
name-
murder him anyways.
Why my name is written upside down?
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Oh god.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down.
Ahem. Anyway,
There's really only one logical explanation to this mystery.
Miss Lisa Dunham wrote these letters herself.
Self in her own blood.
You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Melissa Lee Stonham's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So Miss Stoneham was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma?
Surely, a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not?
How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was
Completely burned out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Ugh. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Alright. Time to get old horny woman to tell me the truth.
Oh, you're such a handsome young boy.
You'll probably think I'm the devil by the time I'm done interrogating you.
Ooh.
It seems you have a visitor.
Mr. Wright.
Iris! I'm really glad to see you.
Godo managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Damn, Godo doesn't fuck around.
Not him again.
Yes, me again. Never mind him. We gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
All right. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright.
Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys.
Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by a delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. And that being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
But it's Maya.
Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright.
From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us.
is no time to be standing around.
Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention?
She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Time to go see old horny nun.
I know I need to put down my pen.
Sister Bikini looks like she shrunk some since I last saw her.
Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
My. Hello, you two. How are you doing?
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by the handsome, crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It's just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her after all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
I don't hear anyone else saying that. The blue suit doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Ah! Stop paralyzing me with your glare.
She's secretly judging you, Phoenix.
Oh yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular.
There's two are only ones who said that to me.
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew.
No problem, Phoenix Wright.
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psyche locks of hers. Would you mind taking a look at this, Sister Bikini?
Done to it.
No, it wasn't.
You there, Miss Von Carver. Time to take out the whip of yours and teach him a lesson.
With pleasure,
Sister.
I don't consent to this.
bad boy. You didn't make me hard lesson, Phoenix Wright.
I told you I didn't consent to this. Someone, anyone, H-E-L-P, help!
H-E-L-P, get the hell away from me.
I should have known my ex-husband would treat me like this.
Well, you took his precious dog away from him, Mr. Wright.
No, he took my precious dog away from me. It was my dog. It was my idea for the dog.
No, I'm talking about the dog that's in your pants, sir. Ooh. Jelly's like, fuck my life.
I'm gonna go away now. I'm gonna go to Heavenly Hall, and I'm just gonna sleep in that cabin until I'm no longer needed.
Sorry, Larry already took up Heavenly Hall. You're fucked.
I will throw him in the river.
No, somebody has him handcuffed for later.
Hopefully he's in that sacred cavern and Maya's okay.
Everyone's getting catty today.
Sister... Oh.
What are you doing with that? Give that back at once.
I can't. This is evidence. This really must be one very important item.
Oh, man.
Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donham had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author, a piece of picture books. Blah, blah, blah.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donham's true identity. Take that! Miss Donham had this charm with her at all times.
Ah, where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donham really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donham's true identity. Take that! The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the Kurain channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her.
Ah!
This crest is reserved for the master of Kurain.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea. What are you talking about?
The new master, Maya Fey, told me.
What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey?
Daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor.
Mystic...
What? Damn, just for that one?
It was that big of a secret.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with the mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
What is the significance of the talisman, sister?
The Kurain talisman is a symbol of the Master of Kurain. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death.
Until their death?
So Elise Donham was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Fey, the master of the Kurain channeling technique.
The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well? Oh shit!
What's happening?
It can't be. Earthquake!
You're supposed to go, oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might be,
Sorry, every time I see earthquake, it reminds me of that Will Smith clip.
Well, next time you can scream earthquake. The sacred cavern in the training hall. It might be very well cave in.
What? Maya! God, if my migraine wasn't bad enough, now it's 10 times worse.
Seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go.
What? Where?
To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright?
Of course. You run along now. people may be hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready.
Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you.
Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright.
You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth?
Come on, let's go.
I guess you aren't still beating the allegations.
We've got to hurry to the inner temple and...
Right!
Ah! What are you doing here?
How can I have...
How could you expect us to understand if you don't speak up?
Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped?
She's gone.
No.
The defendant, Iris, she's gone.
Gone where?
She's fled. She's escaped.
What?
So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes.
I should have known better than escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it?
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her.
Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom.
Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth.
What are you talking about?
Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake.
Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation?
Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now.
Alright, let's go.
Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected.
No! No!
What the fuck is this? 5?
How could there be...
Even more locks.
What is the meaning of this? Iris? Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on?
No! No! No!
And as Picard would say, the mystery deepens. And we have to wait till next
Damn you,
week to
Joey.
find out.
Now, we continue fucking Wednesday, because I want to know.
How desperate are you to get to know this?
Very.
As Picard would always say, a mystery is irresistible. It must be solved.
Well, if I don't find out through this game, I will go other means, Mr. Picard. If you know what I mean.
No, I was trying to strengthen your point, not take it away.
Yeah.
Someone
We're not the
wants
only YouTubers out here doing this.
I know that. But whenever when the mystery is always whenever the mystery is a mystery that must be solved, Circus is like, I gotta find out the mystery. I gotta find out the mystery. Oh,
I know.
all right. Well,
Double Phoenix.
well, I mean, we'll see. Okay. Well, we gotta end the show now because we gotta let the mystery marinate because we have to.
Wants to torture me.
We just want to slow cook the mystery because we don't want to, you don't want to overboil it because then it will just burn.
Again, here's the crockpot logic, Circus.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the crockpot logic.
Somebody just likes to high boil the sauce instead of slow cooking it.
Yep.
Yeah, so make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and don't spoil anything because we need to keep this mystery narrated. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you know when the mystery goes live again. And we'll catch you all on Wednesday for Wednesday Phoenix.
Damn it,
Well, I don't know. After he got whipped by Von Karma, I don't think he wants to be doing that anymore. So until then, good night, everyone. We'll catch you on the week. We'll catch you during the week and into October. Actually, we'll be in October.